Welcome back to Rogue Legacy with Brian, and we currently have a shinobi who is well equipped, I think, not only to kick some butt through the castle, but I think possibly take on the forest boss if we can manage to find him. And so that is my goal for right now. We already spent as much money as we could. Things are getting more expensive, and so even with 300 money, there was nothing left that I could buy. So let's try to head our way over to the forest, stay alive, and do some great things. I've got Conflux as my spell, and I do not like trying to traverse these rooms. And so let's see if there's another way around. Whoa, okay. Hello, shooty thing. Let us kill you. Alright, shinobis hit very hard by default. And with my vampirism, I'm actually... Is there going to be a zombie in here? No, I guess not. With my... Oh! Wow, this is a crazy, pretty easy looking room, it looks like. Okay. Nice. Sky Rune, I'm starting to get more used to using. Still, the fact that the movement is always very fast, especially with the shinobi, I'm not always great at. Okay, fairy chests take no damage. So I guess the chest is at the top of this room. Oh boy! I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. So I'm just going to move along. Alright, we have Conflux. Don't really need that in this room. I can just take these guys out one by one. Okay. So we'll take you out. We will take you out. So yeah, I was saying the shinobi has really high base damage. And so a lot of the guys, oops, except in, at least in the castle, are going to be one-hit kills, which is very nice. Oh, crap. Repetitive firing things and the spikes that are stationary. Still, always the things that get me. I don't know why my brain just isn't well-tuned to dealing with those guys. Is there any zombies in here? Nope, it's another quiet room. Alright. Oh, I see. There's a dwarf tunnel over here and there's a chest to the right. Sadly, I'm not a dwarf, so I cannot get over there. Whoa, 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 whoa! Alright. Now that I see what's going on, that room's not so bad. Just kind of gave me a little startle. And I'm trying to find my way to the forest, and so let's try going down and see if I can go right from there. Ooh, yuck. That is a room layout that I am not too familiar with. It looks like it might be very large. Let me take another quick look. Got a bunch of guys there. This is probably a good place to use Conflux. I can't tell if there's going to be spikes at the bottom, but I think I'm going to jump down to the bottom and hope that there are not spikes there, and then aim to the right. Let's try it. Okay, I've got Conflux orbs flying around. Okay, there are some spikes. Crap. Yeah, crap. Come on, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. I've got lots of vampirism, and so I'm getting 5 hit points per kill. And so long as I manage to kill some guys again, I'll be able to get my health back up. And I think I can probably, get across here without needing to... Oh boy, I really do not like these rooms with all the spikes at the bottom. Alright, but if this one doesn't seem to have any enemies in it... Okay, it does have enemies. That's okay, I can wait for you to come to me. Great. Maybe I'll actually gain hit points in this room rather than lose them. Hooray! Alright, a lot of turrets. Oops, crap. Things firing in sequence. Alright. So let's kill you. And let's kill you. One at a time is the only way that I'm good at these things. Alright. You. Okay, great. There we go. There's a painting over here, which I can one-hit kill. And thanks to all of my vampirism. Yeah, the vampirism that I've got now with that last vampire rune that we managed to collect in the previous episode, that's going to be the main thing that's really going to help me start staying alive longer, I think. Provided that I don't have just kind of stretches where I take a whole lot of damage at once. Yeah, you can see that we are basically back up to almost full hit points. Yeah, now we're back up to full hit points thanks to the vampirism. And yeah, that's something that's going to carry through. And hey, we have found the forest. Great. And alright, I'm going to leave these statues here, even the magic one, even though I could use a little bit of magic. This room, is it very large? I don't think it's large enough that it's worth using my Conflux spell. And I think, yes, I can do that. I see another Fury over here. Let's try to wait for him to get somewhere where his gold drop will not fall on the spikes like a previous one did. Alright. Alright, spikes on the floor. Crap! So bad at those little shooty things. It's so embarrassing. Like, I feel like I'm decent at defeating some of the harder enemies and just very poor at some of the easiest enemies, and I just don't know why. But that's becoming a tired refrain, so let's try to talk about something else. Such as how we're gonna find the forest boss with this character and do all kinds of awesome stuff. Like kill him. And actually collect the gold from the boss. Do you guys remember the first boss? Who I managed to kill and then exited the room before I collected the gold? That was embarrassing. That guy's gonna be kind of hard to kill. Can I do this? There we go. Great. Alright, and that little spiky ball is gonna kind of go away. There's a plant type thingy down there. I can get him. No problem. Alright, you were dead, sir. Spiky ball bounces around, it's dead. I am back up to maximum everything. Go-Go Gadget Shinobi with Vampirism. And a little bit of Siphon. And yeah, let's start looking around the forest and see if we can find the boss room. Basically, once I find the boss room, I don't think there's any reason to wait with this character. If I'm at maximum kind of hit points or whatever, I'm just gonna run in there. Alright, and try to take out the boss. But at the same time, I don't mind clearing some rooms and getting some more gold along the way. Which way should we go? I guess since I'm at maximum power, I'm gonna go downwards. Downwards is usually harder to kind of enter a room because, yep, crap, I did some damage there. Enemies below you can often, yep, crap. Alright, there's a few enemies in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and spend Conflux because I'll get some magic points back as I kill things and with little potions and things like that. And so hopefully that helped me out. I didn't actually see if the Conflux orbs managed to kill anybody in this room. Alright, and now I gotta be more careful because I'm down a little bit. Hey, the boss room, great. Silver chestplate, awesome. That is some equipment that'll really help me out. Let's see, even after the statues, I'm not at full health yet, but we left some statues over here, and so I will use these statues as well for the chicken leg and the magic, and so now all I need to do is kill a few more bad guys. And I think we can try to do it in the forest. Basically to get our hit points and magic points all the way back up to full, and then we'll go try to take out the boss. Alright, and this is a room I can do. The Shinobi's speed and killing power. Alright, back up to 91 of 99 health. Makes it easy to take out those guys. This guy I can also take out. Alright, one more guy that I kill. Whoop! Hello, little blob. Why don't you hop up here? If I get close enough to you, will you jump up here? You're a little bit unpredictable. There you go. Okay. And yes, I'm at maximum. I've almost cleared this room, and this room should be easy, and so I'm going to go ahead and finish this room just because it will be easy. Great, and grab this chest, and now we're going to go fight the boss. And so we've seen this boss once before. Is it Alexander? And basically he's like a giant fury who creates lots of little tiny furies, and so the Conflux orbs should help me out because when there's a bunch of little guys on the screen, I can kill them with that, and the Shinobi hits really hard, moves really fast, so let's just try to avoid damage and stay alive. Alright, Brian, you can do this, come on. The Forgotten Alexander. Alright, so... Alright. I only do a little bit of damage to you, so we'll hit you a lot. Then we'll get out of the way when you start firing your crazy mega whatever. And we'll try to get somewhere where I can hit you again. Alright, here come a bunch of little furies. For now I can just, oh crap, kill them off. Okay, crap, let's go ahead and use Conflux in the hopes that it will kill some guys and give me some... Okay, got him down halfway, that's good. Yep, okay. Great. I've got more Conflux orbs. Do we have more little furies coming after me? Yeah, alright, let's try to kill a few more of these little dudes without taking damage. And also hit the big boss, because that is the purpose. Kill the boss. Alright, great. My Conflux orbs are killing a few more of these little dudes. And with all my vampirism, I'll be gaining some hit points back. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Feeling pretty nervous. Alright. Oh, this guy's... Alexander. You were almost dead. Well, you're getting down there. Alright, Sky, whatever this thing is, Sky Rune. Get me out of here. Let's kill. Oh, crap. Oh, there's a bunch of little guys here. Okay, let's kill a few of them. Kill a few of them. Yeah, get my hit points. All right, hit points are back up. Great, great, great. This is going well. This is going well. I'm getting a little frantic here. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. We do not exit the room until we collect all the money. And I think you automatically exit the room when you open that big chest on the right. And there could be money everywhere, because there could have been other little Furies who died other places on the screen. And so let's walk around, make sure we got all the money. Yeah, 5,700. Awesome. Oh yeah, armor, strength, max weight load. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And this character's still at full health, so we can continue to explore the forest, gain a bunch more money. This is gonna be good. Woohoo! Hooray, another boss down at level 52. Once upon a time I was reading what levels I was like killing the different guys at. Defeat all enemies. I should be able to do that. Especially if they're easy enemies. Alright, let's not get too big of a head. Oh dear. Yeah, let's definitely not get too big of a head. Alright, I did just defeat a boss. I had basically, I think, almost the perfect character for defeating the boss. The high movement speed and base damage of the Shinobi is good for most bosses anyway. The fact that it was Conflux, where the orbs just fly around the room, kind of like killing a bunch of things in their path. In a boss fight where the boss spawns tons of little enemies, was also a nice bonus, and so I'm glad I managed to not screw it up. I guess is what it comes down to, because that was definitely the right character to go after that boss with. Skyrune Cape. All right, more Skyrunes. Yeah, we've gotten some good. We got that silver chestplate, was it? Yeah, we're finding some good stuff. We're gonna have a lot of money, and we'll actually be able to spend it on some equipment upgrades, which means we won't level up and cause all the enemies to get harder. Yikes. Okay, speaking of difficult enemies, I'm not great at these earth sores, but if I'm patient and stay calm, they're actually relatively straightforward to deal with. Let's continue exploring around the forest, simply because I expect that we may encounter... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, Tower Guard. All right, hitting the front of you causes immense amounts of knockback, but I hit hard enough that a few more hits like this will kill you, and so we'll just fight you this way rather than trying to get behind you and hit you in the back. Yeah, I expect I'm going to find more equipment. Silver bracers, awesome. I've already got a lot of bracers or leggings or whatever limbs they're called, but I don't mind collecting more of that stuff. Because once again, even if it's equipment that you're not going to use, at least it's equipment that now you don't have to worry about encountering that chest anywhere else. And so the next time you get a chest, you will get equipment that you want to use. And yeah, this character, once again, if I manage not to take a bunch of damage like right in a row, that's the only thing that would kill me. All my damperism, I think I can stay alive for a long time. All right, let's take a look at the map. We could go right 2 rooms and continue going through the forest, so let's do a little bit of that. And see if there's anything else here, but then we may, whoops, start taking on the Maya, which is the tower, the area at the top portion of the map that we have. Hello, Ranger Cape, awesome. Look at all this loot we're finding here in the forest. We may go to the Maya, which is an area that we've only kind of peeked our head into previously. It has a number of new enemies that we haven't encountered yet in this Let's Play. But let's go ahead and try to clear out the forest first. Alright, timed that well, great. Get you gone. Lots of furniture here. I don't think that guy can hop downwards, the warg who is above me. So I think I'm okay. Okay, let's not get hit by the spike ball. Oops, crap. Darn it, I didn't time that well. And there was a chest here that I walked right past. Let's go ahead and get that. I'm gonna have so much gold from this run. Man, if you kill a boss and actually pick up the boss's drops, you get a lot of gold. I want to go up and then up, or up and then right, in order to finish clearing the forest. So, let us do such things as these. Alright, let's kill this guy first. Great. And now this guy is going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck. No, he won't. No problem at all. Alright, if I enter another big room where I'm going to get myself into trouble, let's not forget that I have Conflux as a spell. It's really great in big rooms with lots of enemies, because you can cast it once, and the little, what do you call, just bounce around and hit a bunch of enemies. But this seems pretty straightforward so far. Great, great, great. Let's continue to break furniture. Yeah, this is going to be, I think, undoubtedly the best run I've had in this whole Let's Play. A combination of a good character, ouch, who just beat a boss and got some more upgrades. Like, did I get like some kind of like armor and strength upgrade? Which I think happened instantaneously, as opposed to all the other upgrades that you get, which are basically, you know, with your heirs after you die and your next character gets them. I do not like this. Even with the Sky Rune, I think I'm gonna struggle over there, so let's not go that way. Let's leave a little portion of the forest here undiscovered, and go and explore the rest of it, and not fall into spikes as I run into the room. Because yeah, there's more up here. So let's try to get that. Oh, okay, that's a mini boss. I'm not at maximum health, but this is a good character, and I've got good spells. Let's try to actually take out this mini boss. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, man. I was standing too close to him. There's a place that you can stand almost right in front of him, where he can't really hit you, but I move very quickly, and I didn't stand in quite the right spot. Bareth. All right. We killed a bunch of guys. We got a bunch of money. That was pretty awesome. Who do we have next? Got a paladin with Alzheimer's and CIP. Those are both negative traits, so we don't want that. Spell Sword, Savant, Endomorph. That's a pretty good character. And a miner with glaucoma. I don't want that. All right, Spell Sword, Sir Cope II is going to be our guy. And we have money up the wing-wang, and you want to spend money first on equipment. And so we got some silver stuff. Let's see. Silver chest would give me +9 armor compared to what I've got right now. And so I definitely want that. What else do we got? What is the trade-offs with this? It gives me less magic but less weight, so it's still the case that these limbs, the dragon limbs, I want to hold on to. And then finally, we got a ranger cape, which would give me more health at the cost of trading away the vampirism that I have here. And then we also got a sage cape, which gives me a gold bonus. And so these are both pretty interesting. Oh, and that one has plus critical chance and plus critical damage. That's actually a very good cape. I think I'm tempted to buy that to get the health bonus. We'd be trading away vampirism. Let's go take a look at the runes really quick, but I think I got another vampire rune I could use on the cape, I think? No, I already equipped that last time, right. So what runes do I have that I still need to purchase? I got another sky rune. Not going to use it there. I prefer the vampire rune. I've got a sprint rune. Right, I don't need those runes. We got a new bounty rune. We got a sky rune there. Yeah, I think I'm happy enough with the runes that I have. And so, yeah, let's buy one or both of these. Actually, there's one other thing that I want to consider purchasing. How much does randomized children cost? Pretty much all my gold. But I might want to buy that. Basically, if you get 3 children and you don't like any of them, you can select 3 new children instead, and so that's pretty powerful. It's a pretty useful thing. I think I am actually going to purchase that, because I really like that one. And then, do I have enough money left over? 1230. I don't think I can afford these capes that I wanted to buy anymore. 1250, yeah. Can't afford those anymore. Oops. And so, let's go ahead and purchase then... I might need an equip up at some point. I could go for critical damage up. I could go for just straight attack up. That'll use almost all my gold, and attack up is always a good thing. So I think let's take that. Great. And this character did very successfully. Let's go ahead and check on the time for the episode and see where we're at. We still have more time to continue. We have a spell sword who is a savant. And so I'm going to use some spells a few times until I get one that I like, which, as you guys can guess, is going to be the chakram. And now that we have that up next, this guy does not move terribly fast. I've been using shinobis the last couple of times, and he's kind of big and fat, and so I need to make sure I don't take too much damage. But a spell sword, I can use my crazy savant spells. Spell sword savant. as I've heard Alex say, Themsall Took has done a playthrough of Rogue Legacy, and he's insanely good at this game. Like, level 54, he probably already, like, beaten the game by now. Yeah, Spellsword Savant is a bit hard to manage, because you want to use your spells constantly, but the spells are constantly changing, and so you have to really kind of keep an eye on what your different spells are and find the right situations to use them. But hopefully we're up to the task. Okay, so... Alright, let's not die here. This is another... should be simple, but I tend to die in here a lot. There we go. I'm not even going to go after the piece of furniture. I'm just going to be happy that I'm still alive. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do not like, do not want. Alright, we successfully used that spell. Oh, man. Yeah, I should use, like, a spell, like, every time I swing the sword. This guy is gaining back so much magic. Which way do I want to go? Let's think for a moment. Let's use the spell sword around the castle, but kind of, like, aim up and right, so we might either find the forest or the tower. Oh, hey! Yeah, let's go ahead and pray for assistance. Hermes Boots. Does it tell me on the stat screen what the Hermes Boots do? No. I think it means you can stand on spikes. I don't really want to test it. But I think that's what it does, so maybe we will find out with time. In any case, I'm pretty sure that that's a good thing as opposed to a curse. Oh gosh, we are into areas with more difficult. I guess I'm not a shinobi anymore, so I'm not doing as much base damage. But it took 2 hits to kill that guy, and so that caught me a little bit by surprise. Hello. All right, and I'm a spell sword, and so I should totally use my spells. Crap, missed. There we go. Huzzah! Alright. Right, Savant Spell Sword. Yeah, that is going to be hard to manage. Crap. Yep, Alright, I just need to kill a few guys. I've got enough vampirism that I'll be getting hit points back. So I'm not too, oh crap, worried. Yeah, if I manage to just avoid damage while killing a couple of enemies, I'll be in good shape. And yeah, once again, yeah, I've got a blade wall and I need to use it so I can get a better spell kind of coming up. Yeah, let's continue moving to the right, I guess. Is this painting going to come to life? No, he is not. And let's see. Yeah, for those of you looking for a shorter playthrough of Rogue Legacy with longer episodes, if you check out Alex Themsall Took on YouTube. He played through Rogue Legacy. He had like typically like hour-long episodes, but he is really good at this game. He in general is like good at kind of finger speed, kind of like shooty kind of games. The first time I actually ever encountered him, the way that I found Alex, who's one of the few people I'm subscribed to right now, is that I was watching Minecraft CTM maps, which is one way that I found a lot of people. And so he was playing Waking Up, and I happened to see him in the area that of Waking Up that I can't think of the name of, but it kind of like had a bunch of sandstone rooms that were like filled with spawners and different enemies that you just kind of had to power through. And he just had nice, smooth, easygoing commentary going, all while he was like battling 1,000 enemies at the same time. And I was like, holy crap, I wish I could play Minecraft that well. And yeah, so I started watching the guy, and he's been playing some other games, including Rogue Legacy. In the past, he's played Terraria. Yeah, and so he's been fun to watch. He's played some other games that I'd never heard of before. Has a good voice, and so definitely check out Alex if you haven't already. And in the meantime, I seem to be surviving pretty well here in the forest. I'm gonna go ahead and use the blade wall just to get it out of my current magic spot in the hopes of getting a better spell that I will be able to use, such as the little knives that I've got right now, which I can actually use on the plantite. So let's go ahead and do that. I've got a scythe next, and that's actually a good spell against you guys. Let's go ahead and get some damage on the chain tors. Great. So yeah, I think my plan, it seems like I'm staying alive pretty well over here, is that I'm going to get a little bit of money here in the forest, and then when I get bored, or just kind of like reach a couple of dead ends, I'm going to turn around and head towards the tower, the Maya, and start fighting some guys up there, because I think at this point we are ready, finally, to get into that area. And, okay, those spikes, I don't think these boots are going to protect me against. I think it's only the stationary spikes, and I'm a spell sword, so I should totally be using my spell when I need to. Such as right now, except for I missed. Let's use the Blade Wall against you then, too. Alright. And I've got another Scythe coming up. Scythe! Gotta learn to say the word properly. Otherwise, your fans will go nutso. Oh, crap! I was thinking you were an Earth Sower rather than a Blaze Lock. And, yoop! Alright. There you go. You were dead, sir. Oh, boy. Alright. Hit you again, and hit you again. What kind of spell do I have? I got another Scythe coming up, okay. Yeah, definitely managing the Savant is a little bit of a challenge. Don't know that I've played with a Spell Sword Savant yet in this playthrough. Great, we are back up to maximum everything. So this guy's doing a good job of staying alive. I've got a Scythe, and so I will use it against this guy. Alright, hit him once, and now I've got a Chakram, so I can hit him twice, like that. Great, Visionary is down. And this guy should be pretty straightforward to hit with the sword. We will get all of our magic back. Alright, yeah, let's just keep continuing whipping up on the forest if we can here. Yeah, definitely these enemies, pretty much everybody is taking at least 2 hits. Some guys are taking 3 hits. So I need to at least be wary of that. Because, yeah, the difference between 1-hit kills and 2-hit kills in this game is actually quite noticeable. With a 1-hit kill, you can just kind of power your way through any room. You know, if you just kind of keep moving forward and swinging the sword, kill everybody kind of thing. Once it's 2 hits, you have to be able to, you know, get a hit on a guy, back off, and so it really uses kind of different set of tactics and movement skills. Let's try this again. We've seen this before. Basically, we can spend a quarter of our gold, gamble it away in order to have a 1 in 3 chance of tripling it. Hey, I was lucky this time! Hooray! So we're up to 2154 gold. Hooray! That's awesome. So this guy's going to make a fair amount of money. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, I think let's head to the Maya. So I'm going to head back to the left, and then we'll try to head upwards. Okay, great. And yeah, because I think I got a whole lot of loot on the previous characters in the forest, and so I think I've gotten most of the forest loot. Let's take a quick peek down here really quick. Yeah, let's throw some knives at you. Alright, let's kill these guys off. I have that, which might hit you, or might completely miss. There we go. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, now I'm just kind of being greedy and like killing some more guys just to get some more money. But we should really head to the Maya. Can I use my Sky Rune to get over there? I could really use the practice. Let's try this. I think I might be able to do this. Actually, no. I think I need like 2 Sky Runes. I think I need more flying time to get over there. Oh, let's test out the Hermes boots. Darn it. Okay. The Hermes boots do not do what I thought they did. I thought they protected you against those spikes, but I just took damage. So I don't know what the Hermes boots do. You could feel free to tell me in the comments, but I'm recording this so far ahead of time that probably won't help. Sorry about that. And so, let's see. Yeah, I should definitely read about that online. Basically, read about all the different blessings that you can obtain as a result of praying for assistance, because they are the aspect of the game. Like, they're relatively infrequent that you encounter that, and so it's kind of like the aspect of the game that I know the least as just a result of it being infrequent. Practice using my Sky Rune. Let's see if we can find an entrance to the tower somewhere. This one I think is doable if I'm careful. Oh boy! Ouch, 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 ouch. Alright, I only took 1 bit of damage. Whole bunch of money over there, and then it'll be easier to go this way, because I can just walk with it in front of me. Yeah, there's a way that you can walk much faster through these rooms, but I just suck at them, so that's what we're gonna do, even if it takes a few extra seconds. Alright, the Maya has got to be left and up, I believe. So let us aim over in that direction, if we can do such things as these. Whoa! Alright, just saw that just in time. Okay, he's shooting through a little hole, like a dwarf hole over there. Whoops! Alright, great. Alright, this character's doing a pretty good job of staying alive. And let's not forget, I'm a spell sword. I need to use my spell. I keep forgetting that. Although, the spell that I have right now is not good for aiming at guys who are in front and below of me. Got the axe, which swings in an arc. So we'll just kill a bunch of guys. And I bet you the Maya is going to be up here. I bet you the Maya will be right above this room. We'll find the teleporter entrance. I was wrong! What a surprise. I'm just curious, how tall is this room? I can't just use my Sky Rune to fly all the way up here. And I need to get to the Maya, so I think I need to try to time this well. Yep. Alright, let's try this again. Darn it. Alright, let's just use my invulnerability. And I'm going to aim left, I think. Will be more. Okay. Visionary. I don't have a great spell to take you on, but you're going to shoot all your projectiles in one direction, and then I can jump over them, I think. Sorry, in 3 directions. Yeah! Okay. I have knives. Let's use them. I have another magic axe. Crap. Let's use it. Alright, you were dead. There's another one up above me, it seems. And so let's figure out where he is. Alright, he's shooting. Where are you, die? Okay, you're right there. Great. Let's just wait for one more burst of bullets. So yeah, if you stand in one place, let's go ahead and use the blade wall to finish you off. If you stand in one place, like all of their little blood bullets go in the same direction, and it makes them easier to dodge. If you're moving around while they're firing, then all their little blood bullets go in different directions and end up covering more of the screen, and so you have to be careful. Hey, we found the entrance to the Maya, and I definitely need these things, so let's grab them. And I've got a chakram, so let's try to stay alive. How do you get in there? Is there like a secret through the wall? How do you get in there? I don't see a door hole or anything. Can I dash through the wall? No. I don't know that I've encountered this room before, and I'm not sure how you're supposed to get that chest. If anyone knows the answer, let me know. Alright. I don't know that we spent much time in the Maya before. Okay, we've seen these guys at least once before. They're just like another tier of like the Charite, and they dash at you after they blink. But they're not too bad. We've got some of the upgraded kind of frosty kind of guys over there. We've got this guy who shoots in 8 directions rather than just 4. Is this painting going to come to life? No. Alright, I'm kind of saving my chakram until a moment where I need it, which I think in this room I could use the chakram against these 2 frosty icy guys potentially. We're trying to fire at me up here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's go ahead and... Oops. Alright, let's do that, but let's actually fire the chakram. Oh, and I'm a spell sword. I could use an empowered spell. I keep forgetting that. I can use the other button and fire a big one, which hits twice as hard, except for I missed one of them. Darn it. Alright, that's okay. I'm a spell sword, so I'm going to get all my magic back very quickly. Just by hitting this guy with the sword. Ah! Crap. I'm low on health. Alright, but I've got a lot of vampirism, so let's just make sure we stay alive long enough to kill a few more guys. Alright, but yeah, the guys in the Maya definitely hit harder. Alright, I can do this. Let's just do it nice and easy. That's my style. Oh dear. Hey, chicken leg! Great. Needed that. And yeah, we will walk out the top of this room over here. Yeah, let's totally go here. Okay. That guy, I have a blade wall, which I could use on that guy, actually. Let's wait for him to do that. There we go. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I didn't realize that guy was going to hit me over there. Darn it. All right, you are bad. Oh, and you're going to dash over here if I'm not careful. Okay. So yeah, the Corrupt Vanguard will fire at you and will also make a dashing move at you. He kind of telegraphs the move before he does it. So you can kind of be prepared. I've got a chakram, and I am desperately low on hit points, and so let's use it. I should have used an empowered spell. But oh crap! Oh, I've got a scythe now, and so I can probably shoot it right here. Yes, and kill the ranger. Great. And now get the chicken leg, and now I've got knives. Yeah, spell sword savant. I gotta manage this properly. So I can do that with the knives. Great. Every guy I kill is giving me 5 hit points back, so if I can manage to kill a couple more guys, then I'll be in good shape. Crap. Get away. Got knives. Are not the best spell right now. There we go. Haha! Had to make sure I didn't end up standing on the bookcase so that I'd actually be able to fall down to where that guy was. It's best to enter rooms from below. So let's see what we can do in here. So watch out for the little shooty things on the ceiling. What I really need is a chakram, so I'm going to waste a knife just in the hope that I get a chakram. I didn't get it, but I did get this thing, which I can probably use against this guy. Great, and then a blade wall is not going to be great. All right, we're going to come back to that room. I think I'm going to struggle in that room, and so let's try going somewhere else. Let me check out the map really quick. Yeah, we've got a bunch of other directions that we could go. And I could head back into the castle and try to fight a few more easy guys as a way to get my hit points up. That would actually be a smart thing to do. Let's take a peek over here. This doesn't seem so difficult to start. So let's take a quick look at this. There's a painting right there. Oh, it's a Doom Trit. It's gonna fire projectiles at me. Crap, 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 crap. I should have gone back to the castle. Poop. We did kill a bunch of bad guys. I think we got a fair amount of money with that character. So let's do some shopping. A clumsy spell sword with a chakram. That's pretty good. A shinobi with a chakram. Dextrocardia, baldness. That's not a bad character. And a paladin. I've got randomized children, so I could re-roll, but I'm pretty happy with this clumsy spell sword. So we are going to select him. 3,700 money. I believe I had... Was there a rune I wanted to buy? No, there was some equipment. There was like a silver chest plate or something that I wanted to buy that I bought the randomized children instead. No, we got the silver chest plate. Right, it was other capes I could get. And trade off some vampirism in favor of more health. Or more health and a more whatever bonus. That one weighs a whole lot of money though. Let's purchase this and get more health at the cost of some vampirism. And it also gives me critical strike and critical damage. Yes, that is pretty good. I'm happy with that trade-off. And then I still have 2,400 gold, and so let's start using that on either critical strike or critical damage, I think, are both good things. We're at 14%. Let's see how that's going. That would be like 1 in 7 times. Yeah, there's a 72 occasionally. And so, yeah, and then I can do, I'm at 165% critical damage, and I can upgrade that. I think I want to spend 1 on that. And then getting more mana wouldn't hurt either. How much does that cost? That's pretty cheap. So I think I can buy this, and then with 1,100, I could still buy that, or that, or that. Or magic damage up, actually, would be good. Potion up is actually a really good one. That one's really expensive, right? I can't buy that right now. Let's do magic damage up. As a spell sword, I'm going to be using magic damage pretty frequently, especially with my chakram, which I love. But I think at this point we've probably used up enough time for this episode, so I will take this as a time to say I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Rogue Legacy. We will continue into the Maya with our crazy spell sword. Bye-bye.